Hi everyone, it's Tarnished Treasures and I am home from work. It is our third snow day of this week. I'm making some boiled eggs so we can have breakfast. And here's my amaryllis. Earlier I mentioned that something happened to it. It got bent when the shade was pulled and I put that paintbrush up to support it and it's doing well now because it's standing up on its own. So I think it will still bloom. I'm going to share a little bit more of this magazine with you, Loving Brocante. I don't think that you can get a subscription in the United States, so you just have to look on eBay or Etsy to see if somebody's selling one. And lots of snow out there. We've already shoveled and we're about to head out to play, but I thought I'd share this first. I love this title, The Robust and Feminine, and I think that really describes my style as well. And it says, Ryan is fond of both robust and feminine items. So just this contrast. So you can see there's some more of these sparse feather trees, and they've got some spun cotton and glass ornaments with some garland. And they've covered the bottom with some sheet music and all different size and shape and texture little trees mixed in there on top of a cabinet with some peeling paint. And I really liked this picture of the kitchen. So it has these diagonal shelves, I guess, to take or make use of the space. And then there's this little rack hanging from one of the beams, and it has some, looks like antique kitchen gadgets. I really love the look of beams. As I've been looking through some of my magazines and clipping stuff that's inspiring, I have noticed that whether they're painted or they're exposed, I like that look of beams. I like these tins stacked up here. It almost looks like, or I would guess that this one is metal and possibly that one is wood, and I like those different color greens. So I said that if I saw anything that I have, I would share it. So let's see what I have. That's some boxes in those green colors. I have this cake and bread tin, and then on top of it, I have this little vanity box that is actually a very similar shade of green, a little bit brighter though. And this is a little area that I am working on. And I've got another tin, and I decided to put some of my jewelry caskets out. So in this one, I have just some little like rouge compact things, a little bit of, I think there's a lipstick in there. And in here, I've had buttons in it for a while, but when I was looking at that magazine, I saw that they had like some mica or glitter or even some of that cottony snow fabric for Christmas with some Christmas ornaments. So instead of getting something extra to put in there, I thought, oh, I'll just keep the buttons down there, and then that would be a great base like snow, and then I could add little trees or ornaments in there just like they did. Here's a look at the outside of the house, and isn't that charming? And look at those striped awnings there. Little black, maybe wood one over the door. And then here's a look at the larger Christmas tree, decorated very much like the smaller ones. There's a little, like a teapot urn. And then she's got some dark wood frames. Some have art in them and some are empty. And I like how there's those little like sprigs of trees, holly and pine with the honeycombs and an ornament. I saw that a couple times in this magazine and I liked it. And here's my newest frame. It's actually a shadow box, so I'll probably fill it up, but I do like it as a backdrop for these items. And I've definitely done that before, is decorate with empty frames, just because the carving and the color and the shape are just really beautiful. And it just adds this graphic shape behind things, almost like it's framing what's in front of it, unifying it, tying it together. And here are the books and that little wooden display with the sheep that I had shared. This was from the cover, and I said that was one of my favorite pictures. Here's an up close of it. And look, there's some more of those honeycombs with a little bit of pine. Here you can see the original feather trees. And look at that cabinet. That picture gets me. I love it. And then the sheep, and I've decided to keep mine out just a little bit longer, the chalkware ones. A tree topper in a glass. And some perfume bottles. So beautiful with those toppers. And I'm guessing this is maybe some type of shabby silk coin purse. And then I love these two shots down here. So this might be one of my favorite articles. Here she's just got a whole bunch of, looks like lace and trim in a ceramic bowl. Kind of looks like an older McCoy. I don't know if they'd have that over there, but has that look here. And then she's just got a little bit of a lace doily hanging down in this cabinet. Oh, and look, she's got ribbon rolls stacked up here. And I love those blue colors. I don't think I have any blue. And just the fabric with this Christmas tree. And then this area, oh, look at those reds, the damask and the jacquard. And then she's got all these faded honeycombs. Maybe a little hat box or a hat form, not 100% sure. Yes, I love these pictures for inspiration. It's kind of what I have going on in here, and I've been able to pull some things out now that the Christmas decorations are down and organize just a little bit more in here, except that this needs a little help. And then down here I've got, you know, my linens piled up. I'm drawn to white. And I did find that blue and white one that I have on top. I do have some red and white. I just tend to keep that in the dining room, and I'll display that for spring and into summer. I think it has that really nice kind of country feeling, windows open. But I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for some of these. They appear to have a sheen. So beautiful. And actually, I spy a miniature, two of them, and I can see it says in English, Glass Christmas. And I can see under, and it says, I think, tree ornaments, and the other one, Christmas tree ornaments, just like we have. And it says there's this conservatory, and it says that they look for treasures, and if they don't wind up in their house, they put them in this adjacent old conservatory to be sold. And they would take their items to England. Just browsing what it says. Could you just imagine having something like that in your backyard? I can imagine it, just hasn't happened. And this, what does that look, curved corner cabinet? Oh, with that wood and those brass details. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think that's all I'm going to share of the magazine right now. That's the end of this article. Because I added this new shadow box, I had to move the mirror that I had there. And I was not crazy about the mirror there. It's just where I put it to be safe and have it on display. I added that scalloped mirror to the shelf. And the other thing I wanted to add was this gin decanter that I put some little fairy lights in and a lampshade on. I wanted to add just a little bit of light up here on the shelf, and to do that I needed to reduce a few things. I've been having so much fun adding jewelry and beads to this bust, and I just love that layered look. So I think I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for some more. And I thought I'd share with you what I have in this little baby cup. I received these items as Christmas gifts, and they're just so unique. I had to share them with you. Here is this set of baby or children's silverware. And look how it says baby. Isn't that amazing? Never come across anything like that. And then the other item is also a baby or child item. And it's a spoon that would administer medicine. So we have those plastic syringes and cups now, but look at that. Isn't that wild? And that's Webster. So I have them on display in a baby cup from 1946. Another thing that I did just to get some more of my things on display is I had this chain. So I just added it to this little purse. I thrifted this for $2 back in, I'd say late October, if not early November. So pretty, silk on the inside, very similar to this purse here. So I added the chain, although it's not long enough. So when I get a longer one, I will make it, you know, double, or if I even get a third, I'll triple it up so I can actually just put it around the dress form's shoulder. But for now, I just used a little like corsage pin. This package arrived at the perfect time since I have off and I said I wanted to be creative. I purchased this from Mimi's Treasure Cottage, her live sale the other week. And I already have a larger one, but I actually like smaller things. And when I saw the holly that was attached to this, I have an idea to add some embellishments to this. So that'll be perfect today. And actually, I really like the glossiness of the leaves. So we'll see what I do. It is cold and windy outside, but they did say that it was going to have some high gusts. So the sun is out and it's melting the stuff on the roads and the driveways, but it's chilly. So I've got a simmer pot happening here. I've got some mandarin oranges, water, cinnamon, ground clove, and I put a little bit of vanilla. And I got the vanilla idea from Moss Stone Story Vintage here on YouTube, and it really adds a nice layer to the simmer pot. I just started it though, and I always set a timer so I don't forget that it's on the stove. I know you could do a little crock pot or something like that, but timer just works for us. And we've got a birthday in the house, so I've got chocolate cake I'm working on and brownies. I'm here in my cabinet where I keep all of my art supplies, well, some of. And I might want to add some velvet to some of those holly leaves. So I'm going to pull out my velvet leaves. I have a few velvet leaves, and then I also added these smaller ones from my stash, and then these were some holly berries, and this was the beads from an earring, and the earring was marked Germany, so they're vintage. I put the red velvet ribbon, that's the one that I had on the larger horn, and I'm really happy with all of those different textures and sizes together. I think it needs a little sparkle, so I went into my stash and I pulled all these things out. I think that actually would look really pretty. I'm not really feeling the deco with the straight edges, a little bit too much of a contrast. So this one too wasn't doing it, and then this one's a little angular, although it kind of looks like a holly leaf. So maybe I'll do that for something else. That's the kids playing laser tag in the background. We are in from outside. It was very cold. I had the Chanel button. This summer I got a whole lot of buttons, and there was one random Chanel button in there. I wonder how much that's worth. So that's neat. That'd be cool for a center of something. Here's a circular one, and then I think this is the one that I'm feeling the most. So I don't know if I'm going to have it cover the bow or maybe dangle down in the middle. I don't know, just a thought to add a little bit more sparkle in this area. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.